your skin, that shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up, getting them checks, living your best, racks up. Keep walking with confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Y'all black females out here, y'all don't understand the struggles of being a black man out here in America and not knowing whether or not you gonna make it home to your children every night because of the police gunning you down.
But don't y'all be out here gunning each other down?
Okay, but we ain't talking about that.
Hell, don't y'all be rapping about killing each other in music?
We ain't talking about that either. We can talk about killing each other in rap music, but we don't like the police killing us. Stay on subject, woman.
You brought up your kids. Tyrone, you don't even see your kids.
And then, yeah, I be trying to see my kids. You know my baby mamas be tripping because I don't want to be with none of them, so they be holding my kids from me. You know that.
Okay, but your baby mama saying you don't give them no child support either.
Okay, but I still be going out my way to try to see them.
They live 5 minutes from my house, Tyrone.
That is out my way, woman. See, y'all, that's why we don't like y'all black women's mouths. Y'all run y'all mouth too much. Y'all always bringing up stuff that's irrelevant.
Well, was you cheating on me irrelevant?
I only cheated on you 10 times. You act like I do it every day, bruh. See, that's why we date women of other races, man.
Hey, Booze, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Woman Exodus. How are you guys doing? Like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please say what's up to me in the comment section. Say what's up to me in the chat. Hey, y'all in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, when you have a moment, please pause this video and follow the backup channel. It is called LexX. That's LEXEX. You can also find the link in the description below. Also, if you have any suggestions or any ideas for any new stories, feel free to share that to me to my Gmail. That is LexusExodusChannel@gmail.com. Also, shout out to my Patreon family. I love y'all. Y'all are so dope. Y'all always show up and show out and show support. Shout out to my Discord family. The Discord chat is always so lit. If you're interested in joining and checking out exclusive content, please, you'll find the Patreon link in the description below. Lastly, y'all, before we get to it, please follow me on Facebook and TikTok. I'm trying to get better about using different social media platforms to connect with you guys. I know everybody doesn't use YouTube. A lot of you guys love Facebook. A lot of you guys really enjoy TikTok. I do too. I be on there way too often. So please, once you have a moment, take a second and follow me on the other social media platforms. That's at Lexus Exodus on all other platforms. And by the way, very quickly before we get started, you guys have been blowing me up, inundating my inbox with that video clip of the ex-Jets running back football player attacking his Becky in front of their child. Y'all, as much as I'd love to share that video and cover it to spread awareness about it on the public platform, I can't do it. YouTube is very biased with their guidelines and with their censorship. Like just recently before I went over to Patreon, I told you guys, I shared a news clip of a dusty who was assaulting his child, and they flagged that video and said that I was promoting assaulting children. So unfortunately, as much as I'd love to, because I think this is important to spread awareness about the nature of these men and the innate attributes of these fools and their MOs, I can't do it. My hands are tied. So if you want to see content like that, though, feel free to go over to the Patreon, where I have much more leeway and freedom to speak freely on topics like that. But unfortunately, if it's any type of explicit or any type of disturbing or violent content, I am not able to cover it on the platform. So anyway, just so you guys know, I'm not ignoring that. I'd have to do that behind a paywall. But anyway, so let's get to what we came here for. So this is another installment of my series called the Blackistan Zoo, where we profile the dusty derelicts, crazy creatures, and animals in Blackistan. Tonight, we are going to profile your Blackistan Build-It Brenda. Okay. So your Build-It Brenda is a mess. She is a hot ass mess. She is a mule. She is a mammy. She loves to take on projects and wants to help fix dusties. So she'll date nignogs who are unemployed. They're broke, they're uneducated, they have nothing to offer. She'll even date men who are in prison and will hold them down, sitting there looking stupid, accept and collect calls, visiting him along with the other side chicks, putting money on his books. The main thing I want to emphasize is that she really enjoys dating potential. Meanwhile, all the while she's being ran ragged, drained of her resources, having to wear both the pants and the panties in the relationship, holding down a 9 to 5, rearing and raising his children, cooking and cleaning, earning the bacon, bringing home the bacon, and then turning around and cooking it. On top of that, when the day is done, effing him on demand, busting it open. So she is a mule. She slaves for her dusty. The moreover theme I want to emphasize here that you'll see with your Build-It Brenda is she feels the pressure to build dusties up because her counterparts are the only groups of men who don't know how to build ish themselves. Okay. So when we think of Build-It Brendas, notable Build-It Brendas, we think of Wendy Williams and her dusty ex-husband who took advantage of her and took all of her money in order to take care of his side chick and to have a side baby. Also, Mary J. Blige, we know to this day, she is paying her bum ass dusty spousal support now that their marriage is over. So now that we know what the Build-It Brenda, her profile, let's get into some real-time examples of what she looks like. So I want to first look at this TikTok that really illustrates the epitome of the mentality of your Build-It Brenda. And shout out to loyal patron Shay. That's my baby. She's also a mod. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. If you guys have any content that you'd like for me to share, feel free to email me. My email is in the description below. So let's watch this clip that illustrates the demeanor of your Build-It Brenda and the day in the life of your Brenda here, and then we will talk through. It says, long-suffering Lisa came home to take care of the house and kids after working a 23-hour shift at the factory, hoping that her boyfriend of 45 years, 50-50 Frank, will finally propose. She got the construction hat on and everything. And it says, before she heads to her 57th job selling hot dogs and lemonade on the side to provide for her family. Lord Jesus, y'all. And again, she has the hard hat on and all. This is your Build-It Brenda. Just got off work, muling, building-ish. She's willing to mule and slave at a 9 to 5. Rear and raise these niggas' children. Again, go out and earn the bacon, then come home and cook it. Clean, suck peen, and bust it open for an eggnog. Hanging from the chandelier-ish. All for her boyfriend of 45 years. And the best he got to offer her is 50-50. Half of the rent. Lord Jesus. Okay, but this is your Build-It Brenda. And I know this is satire, but seriously, I've seen women do this mess. I've seen women work double shifts. We did a story a while ago about a woman who was 9 months pregnant, working overnight shifts as a nurse on her feet. All the while she was working, muling, trying to save up enough money for them to get a new home. Guess what the husband was doing? Making a damn side baby, out cheating on her, and had a baby during their marriage while she was muling and working. So this ish happens every day. This is your average Build-It Brenda. Okay, so let's get into this next TikTok that really illustrates the mentality of your Build-It Brenda. And shout out to Katrina for sharing this with me on Instagram. So let's watch this.
$500,000 and you were only going to pay me 30? You're getting 30 grand? I'm getting 1,000.
You guys are getting paid?
$500,000
Lord.
and you were only going to pay me 30? You're getting 30 grand? I'm getting 1,000.
You guys are getting paid?
500,000.
So let's pause there because this is deep and I really want to unpack this. This is just sad. So we pretty much watched her TikTok. And if you're having a hard time determining what's happening here, this TikTok is talking about how other groups of women are hypergamous. So it talks about how the Arabian, Russian, and Asian wives, they expect a lot of money from their spouses, and they're complaining about that. Then it shows how the white women are like, what? I'm only getting 30 grand. And then the black women are like, what? Y'all getting paid? Just looking dumb. Just looking dumb. So it talks about how these other groups of women tend to be hypergamous, they date strategically, and they're ensuring that they're partnering with men with money and status and resources. Meanwhile, in Blackistan, Black women are just being Build-It Brendas. You know, we're being dust bunnies, being stupid and oblivious, talking about dating a man because he chocolate and he got white teeth and stupid, superficial-ish like that, or because of his peen size, like big old dummies. We don't worry about his resources, his assets. Can he provide generational wealth? Are our children going to be okay? What about our children's children? We worried about stupid-ish. Like that previous clip said, trying to build with 50-50 franc. But this is your Blackistan Build-It Brenda, y'all. Okay, so I want to keep going and look at this next example of your Build-It Brenda professing her love for her king. So let's watch this. Oh, and this is actually a post. I'll read this and then we will unpack. So this post says, let's elevate our men. You live with your mom? No problem. Move in with me. You don't have a car? No worries. You can drive mine. You have bad credit? No issues, babe. Put that credit card in my name and we will work on paying the bill together because you are a king. Lord Jesus. Okay. So, and I shared this with my private Patreon group in the Discord. And a few of you guys said this girl was just trolling. But here's my thing. I know several Blackistan Build-It Brendas who fit this bill and who have done all of this. We've seen it, you know, it's not, you don't have to look too long, and it's not difficult to find examples that we know that are in close proximity to us where women do this. So, you know, we'll see relationships where Brenda, she is getting dropped off at work and the Negro is picking her up and dropping her off while she's working so he can cheat freely with her car. I've seen scenarios where the fool is a homosexual, so he goes straight from his mother's home and proceeds to latch on to the next woman that will take care of his ass. My son's grandfather fits that bill. He's one of these dusties. He was able to convince this poor biracial Becky to do this. This fool, almost 60 years old, don't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Next thing you know, they start dating. They're married now. And all of a sudden, shortly after, he done moved into her home that she paid the mortgage on. Working 2 damn jobs, y'all. She works as a school teacher, and then she also works part-time when she gets off. And not only did he moved in his 2 adult children into that home to live with her too. And the crazy part is his broke ass suddenly went from a 20-year-old ass lemon hoopty car to a brand new truck that he drives. Now he's supposedly an entrepreneur and owns some sort of landscaping business. Child, and who you think supported that? Who do you think is financially backing that? And this is what I mean. That's your Build-It Brenda. That's your Build-It Brenda. I'm sorry. If you have nothing to your name, you have no sense in getting married. Broke dudes, they can't afford no pussy. They don't deserve pussy. You know, like, and I talked to my husband about this, and he's like, if you owned your home before we got married, I would never feel comfortable moving into your home. If anything, we would sell your home and then we would move together somewhere. Y'all, but this is that bull. This is that bull. Okay, here's another example that illustrates these dynamics, and this is another post. And the caption says, and let me zoom out a little bit. The caption says, a real woman will do whatever it takes to keep you happy, even if that means selling a leg and 2 eyeballs. Y'all, I can't. And this is satire again, obviously. This is just a joke. So we see this illustration of this woman who is a paraplegic. She only got 1 leg and is missing both of her eyes because she done sold it for this dusty. And he's grinning, got a big old Kool-Aid smile because she did all that just to get him a Benz. And again, I know that this is a joke. This is satire, but this is so true. How many times have we seen instances of Build-It Brendas who done ruin their credit score, co-signing for these broke dudes to get a car or to get a place to stay? I've even seen scenarios of women serving prison bids for these dusties. I've also seen instances where the women will parent their husband's side babies that he done up and had on them. All sorts of stupid-ish. So no, it's not exaggeration. It's not hyperbolic to assume that if they needed to, if their dusty asked them to, that they would give up their leg and both of their eyes and probably a kidney or something.
Exes, exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Hey, y'all. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. If you didn't know already, Black women are beautiful. Black women are intelligent and incredible. Black women are phenomenal and make great wives and mothers.
I want to speak to your manager.
Black women should be respected and deserve to be loved.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Black women deserve to be treated like human beings at least. Listen, guys, if you're like me, you are so tired of your favorite Black female content creators getting harassed by the trolls, silenced on social media, and censored by YouTube. We work so hard to stand up for Black women, and although YouTube allows us to be regularly berated, ridiculed, and degraded by dusties every day on the platform, as soon as we say one word to clap back, we're threatened with channel violations and are told to be silent or we will have our platforms removed. The biased algorithms, inconsistently enforced policies, and persistent trolling on YouTube is unacceptable and needs to stop. If you agree, meet me over on my Patreon, where you will be able to access completely raw, unfiltered, exclusive Lexus Exodus content. You will be able to access uncut, uncensored, and ad-free content, 2 bonus videos a week, access to the private Discord community, and much, much more. So meet me over on the Patreon at patreon.com/LexusExodus. The link is also in the description below.
Shout out to my exes.
Child, that's your Build-It Brenda. She gonna let these nignogs bleed her dry. Okay. So let's get into this next example of a Build-It Brenda detailing her toxic relationship with her jailbird. So let's watch this and then we will talk through.
And in 1 month,
Yo, he got a bang aim?
finally home after a 10-year bid.
Hey,
He got his permit 1 week and license the next week. Got job 1 on the spot.
What's up?
Got job 2 even quicker. Was the lattice parent at his kids' soccer games. His off days were spent with his babies. He even recorded a song. Had me spend over $100 just to miss every shot. Now I want my money back. A lot can happen in 1 month.
Y'all, this is some bull-ish. This is some bull crap. This is some bull crap. So this Build-It Brenda's Dusty was in jail for a decade, y'all. For a damn decade. And oh, notice he decked out in Jordans and ish. Because it don't matter if the nigga dead broke, if he an ex-convict, unemployed, or homeless. He gonna make sure he got some nice shoes on. So she's recording him getting a couple of jobs. I guess he decided to go to his child's soccer game. He's father of the year after a damn decade. after being locked up for 10 years and missing his children's entire childhood and forcing this woman to raise these kids on her own. He's dad of the year. Y'all, he done got a damn license. Grown as hell. And got a license. And she's sitting here celebrating this ish like it's an accomplishment. You want to go start Dusty? Yeah, you got out of jail, Nick Nog. Normal people don't go to jail. We don't go to prison, fool. The rest of us are out here being contributing citizens. And she out here celebrating this ish. Child, I don't know who's worse. Is if the Dusty is worse or if it's Build-It Brenda. Because at least the Dusty is hypergamous, is strategic when he gets in these toxic, dysfunctional relationships. At least he getting something out of this bull crap. Build-It Brenda, these mules, they love to pour into people who give them nothing in return. Because trust, if the shoe were on another foot, he ain't holding ish down while she locked up. Child. I can't. Okay, so let's keep going to this next clip of a Build-It Brenda detailing her tumultuous relationship with the father of her children. So let's watch this and then we will talk through.
Be over all the butterflies.
Okay, so I'll just read this because it's just captions. And so this woman is recording herself crying, and the caption says, "When he got us pregnant at the same time and named our daughter after her, and I just found out he put her car in my name." Really, y'all? Really? This is embarrassing. And for whatever reason, y'all love airing y'allself out. When I was in Blackistan, I would take my L's in silence and in peace. In solitude, I would privately walk away and lick my wounds. Y'all like to embarrass yourself and air yourself and put yourself out on blast publicly. Because this is a hot ass mess. So he has gotten another chick pregnant the same time she was pregnant. I think they call those Irish twins in the hood. Named the daughter after the side chick and put a car in her name for the side chick. But she's still going to stick beside him. Please believe after she recorded this video, I'm sure a few days later, she was hugged up with them. And I told y'all, this happens every day in Blackistan. This is very normal. So although a few of the posts that we saw, one of the ladies may have been trolling, one of the posts was just satire. It's not far-fetched at all because we see this ish happen every day in Blackistan. Okay, so let's keep going to this next clip of a bunch of Build-It Brendas illustrating their ideology. So let's watch this.
How important is money to you in a relationship?
It's important. It's not that big a deal.
So you'll be with a broke person.
No money. You have to try.
And you give him an allowance in the meantime?
I'm not gonna lie. I do a whole bunch of stupid shit when I'm in love.
Not important at all. I feel like them being in a relationship with me, I could get them to where they need to be. So that money's not a problem.
Girl, write it out. I know I'm not one for sure. I will never write it out, but we have to write. How important is money to you in a relationship?
It's everything. If you don't have any money, then it's just what's the point?
Ooh. I mean, it's not the number one thing, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's kind of important, but you don't have to have a lot of money, but at least have a plan to work toward getting money. Like, don't just be a bum ass dude sitting at home doing nothing.
You're not giving nobody no allowances.
Hell no. Get your ass a job.
Invest.
Oh, y'all. Did y'all notice a theme here? Did you notice something that a lot of the Black women in common shared here? So here we see the non-Black women saying, if you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. I'm not interested, Dusty. Whereas the Black girls are the exact opposite. One girl said, well, even if he's broke, you still have to try to make it work. Another girl talking about, oh, I'm going to ride it out. I'm a ride or die. The last chick was saying, well, as long as he has a game plan. You know why she said that ish? Because she's Build-It Brenda, and she gonna be the person responsible for supporting the Dusty until he finally get on his feet and start the damn plan. Her stupid ass gonna ride or die for the Dusty. I ain't riding or dying, y'all. I ain't riding or dying. Why we gotta do this, Black women? Why? This is embarrassing. Everybody else is hypergamous, dating strategically, saying, hey, well, this man has to have something to offer. And here's my thing. It's okay if you're not materialistic. And if you want to live modestly, that's fine. That's fine. Black girl luxury and living a lush lifestyle isn't for everybody. But I don't understand if that's the mentality that you have. Why the F you bringing a dusty along with you if that's what you want to do? Seriously, like you can do bad alone. You can be poor by yourself. I don't understand this. I just don't get it. I mean, if a man can't protect or provide, what is he here for? Those are two things. You got two jobs, Dusty. If you can't do either, you might as well be dating a lesbian. Child, I can't. Okay. So let's get into these last few clips of a Build-It Brenda who recently went viral talking about how Black women need dusties. And shout out to Keto who shared this with me. Let's watch this first clip and then we will chat.
Talk specifically to Black women in the audience who are the fastest growing segment of entrepreneurs. Black women are resilient. Black women are powerful. When you invest in a Black woman, she guarantees returns. And so Black women especially, okay, are investing in themselves because they're realizing that you can't pay me when I'm worth. Now, I called out Black women. I also want to call out Black men because Black women need Black men and Black men need Black women. Yes, I own the Black Upstart. She's talking good. And we train Black entrepreneurs, but I would be remiss to not mention my second business, which is My Black Receipt. And this that was founded by me, but there are strong Black men behind that effort, one of which is sitting front row, 19 Keys, okay? Who help us collect $7.7 million in receipts from Black-owned businesses when corporations were making empty promises about keeping the 41% of Black-owned businesses that were expected to close open. And that is an example of Black men and Black women working together.
I love it, I love it, I love it.
And I want to talk.
Girl, bye. Girl, bye. So here she is, Build-It Brenda, with her struggle, Black love hoe TED Talk. She talks about how Black women are the fastest growing segment of entrepreneurs, how we're powerful and how we're strong. To me, this sounds like a bunch of masculine traits. I don't know about y'all. Black women are forced to be strong and resilient because we don't have men who are counterparts who step up to the plate to do these things. But in the same breath, even though she's acknowledged that we do that ish on our own, we're carrying this community on our backs. In the same breath, she's saying that we need dusties. Sis, how if everything a man is supposed to do, we already do it? How do we need them? But this is your typical mindset of your Build-It Brenda, y'all. Anyway, so I shared this with you guys because this same Brenda gets targeted shortly after by a Dusty trying to prey on her and victimize her and take her resources that she's built. You can't make this stuff up. So let's watch this and then we will talk through. So here he is caught on her Ring camera.
No.
Camera recording. Camera recording.
No.
Camera recording.
Child, I can't. I can't. And so the caption says, on Tuesday, a man followed me home and attempted to break in. He had zip ties, put on gloves. He tried to break every window, shoved open my front door. He tore my balcony screen off. The attack lasted 15 minutes while I waited for the police. He fled before they arrived. Okay. So this man followed her with zip ties and gloves on. So who knows what this nefarious dude was up to? He was obviously going to do something very evil. And here you were in the same breath talking about how we need these men. That's your Build-It Brenda for you, though. Because they'll tout all this hotep, Afrocentric, pro-black bullish about racism and black kings and how we need to uplift our kings. But when you ask them to reflect on their lives and recall the only people who victimize them, like, hey, lady, who are the only people who've ever robbed or beaten you or who violated you and sexually assaulted you? They'll tell you it's these dusties, but still will be so adamant and emphatic about totally ignoring that fact and will continue to surround themselves with these dusties and continue to be Build-It Brenda for these fools. Don't be your Build-It Brenda, y'all. Don't be your Build-It Brenda, because these nignogs will bleed you dry if you let them. You'll be sitting here working 2 jobs, got a side business, got a doctorate degree, 800 credit score. You done got your own home and everything before y'all meet. Now y'all together and you here rearing and raising his children. Plus several of you are step parenting his side babies or his children from a different relationship. You sit here cooking and cleaning, exhausted at the end of the workday because you done muled all damn day. And he still wants some ass when you come home. And all he got to offer you is some hard peen and a receding hairline. Don't bring nothing to the damn table. These fools ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Child, y'all sitting up here building these fools up. Ought to be set up for the okie doke. Because all these fools going to do is bleed you dry, break your heart, and then move on to the next one. Leaving you mad and bitter. Child, I can't. Stay away from these dusties, y'all. Do not be Build-It Brenda. All right. Until next time. See you guys. Bye.
Fellas, if y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.